So continuing on with the tour of the River Farm property, this is the other side of the house that you couldn't see from the first video because the trailer and the truck and the camper are in the driveway and we're blocking it. But I want to show you this side because this is where, that's the wellhead and this beautiful magnolia tree. And this is where the orchard starts. So over here, we have a couple of pear trees right there. This is an apple. Pretty sure that one at the fence line is also an apple. That one even has a little apple still on it. Funny. Oh, that's Bully. That big black and white one we call Bully because she is very aggressive when it comes to food. She always has to be fed first. But when she sees us, as they all do, they come up to the fence line because they know that we bring good stuff. So our property goes to that next fence line. This fence obviously is to keep the horses out of our yard. Hi, Bully. How you doing, big girl? Wanna say hi? Hi. Good girl. You want sweet mix and apples and all that good stuff, don't you? Yeah. So that fence line down there, I don't know if you can see it right there. That's the edge of our property right here. And it goes all the way down over that hill and all the way down to the river. Little mule. These are some other mules, those white ones. Hi, girly. Okay, so continuing on. That is another apple tree. This one right here is an apple tree. These little tiny ones that were just planted by Matt are plums right there and right there and right there. It's hard to point on this camera. And then those three right there are apple trees as well. Well, so that's the side of the house. That's where we really come in and out most. And we spend a lot of time there. That's where the grill and the Traeger are. And when it's nice out, we eat out here. The snow is all melting, so that's that dripping sound in the background. We hung our tree, we hung our swing in the tree, which is lovely. And we have this beautiful view of the mountains and the horses. I love it. That is a family cemetery that goes back hundreds of years of the McMurrays and the Harrells, who owned and still continue to own a lot of property in this area. That's the shed. That's where our barn cat Kitty lives and where the deer is hanging currently. And it's just storage and tools, firewood, etc. Those logs right there are actually growing mycelium. So we should be getting some different types of oyster mushrooms and all different kinds of things out of those soon. So that's why they're sitting there. So there's a view inside this section. And then if we take a peek in here, that's where the deer is aging. And then this is the side paddock and our barn. That barn is huge. I mean, these horses are huge, so you can see in comparison to those horses how big that barn is. It's cool because it's full of tobacco stakes. They used to grow tobacco in this area, and there's still actually some really old dried tobacco that you can find in that barn. So our property extends way over the edge of those hills, down to the road, and then all the way down to the river. It's hard to show, but it's incredible. And then we've got this livestock pond up at the front, and that's the road. And that's the side of the house. So that's the entrance that goes down into the garage. So we drive the mule right straight into that, which is so convenient. And that's the back of the house. So that's pretty much the yard tour. We'll drive around in the mule later, and I'll try filming the route to get down to the lower pastures by the river.